Cheers to a year of keeping things tidy. As you head into 2023, you might be searching for that fresh start. After all, you cannot tackle those health and wellness goals with clutter. Organized Interiors is a professional organizing business that focuses on keeping your home organized. This morning, owner Kelly Johnson is joining us in studio with some simple tips to start your new year off on the right foot. So thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So obviously, when it comes to that mental health, that wellness health, it really does start with the order, believe it or not. Even though I can be a little messy, I don't like to think that way, but it does.
Yeah, it really does. I think keeping everything tidy and organized really helps with stress.
And you are residential organizing, so you go into people's homes and kind of give them the love that they need. So I'm excited to hear what you have to say, because sometimes I forget that we're not just organizing our lives, but a lot of children too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so kids are constantly outgrowing their clothes. So I think one thing that you can do is have a bin or a basket in their closets for clothing that is too big or too small, and then it makes it easy. You have a designated spot for that type of thing.
Okay, so our first tip is we have too big, too small, and then over here I really like this.
Yeah.
If we could get a shot of this, because it looks like, I like how you've organized the clothes.
Right, yeah, so this is file folding. So it's a folding technique that you can use within drawers or bins. And then I love to use a drawer divider to keep different categories separated.
Okay, and that's simple. And I especially think if it's a child, that's an easy way to show.
Right,
this is where your clothes go.
Yes, and they can see everything that they have.
Okay, now this is a fun little hack for the books.
Yeah, so I love storing books forward facing so that the kids can see them easily, and then it also helps them to be able to grab them and then put them away as well, so they can help with cleanup.
Okay, so they can help with cleanup, and then we have toys, which I'm sure a lot of mamas are like, it's a mess, you put it away, they get it right back out. So what would you say is your recommendation?
Exactly. So I like keeping toys in a bin or a basket like this one. It keeps all of the pieces contained, and then for cleanup, you can just toss everything back in the basket. And then as far as games, I love taking games out of their original boxes and putting them in these zipper pouches. It saves space, and then you can keep all the pieces together.
Okay, so this is brilliant, because how often do you have those big game boxes? They're tearing, they're falling apart. You could barely even see the pieces.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so this keeps everything together, and then I love keeping it in a basket too to keep everything contained.
Yes, and it's easy to clean up.
Right.
I as a child, I could say if Monopoly was just in a little Ziploc, I'd be more likely to put it away.
Exactly.
Okay, and where do you get those from?
I get these at the Container Store.
Okay, the Container Store, that's where all the things.
Yes.
Okay, so now Kelly, can you tell us a little bit, when you are doing your business, you go into these homes. Do they give you one project to tackle? What does that look like?
It really depends on the client. So a lot of times we're focusing on one area, and I work directly with my client to reach their goals. So that looks different with everyone.
Yes. So it's that simple. You can see actually on your screen right there some of what Kelly has done for organization. But these are so easy tips that you could start in your life today.
Yes, definitely.
And you can find all of the things in just containers, bins, file cabinets, whatever it might be. It's that easy, everyone. So take a look at your screen here for further information on Organized Interiors. You can find that phone number as well as the website, and you'll receive 10% off your first organizing session through January. A great start to kick off the new year. So thank you so much for joining us this morning, Kelly.
Thank you for having me.
Helping us keep the new year tidy. All right.